He says, plot twist, right? Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are having a lovely, wonderful, fantastic day. Oh gosh, you guys, I have missed you all. It has been quite some time since I have filmed. It's also been quite some time since I have posted. I'm very sorry about that. I'm also sorry because apparently Jimmy has like a whole squad of lawn care experts next door across the street just like going at it. I don't know if this is some type of like lawn care meetup, like a lawn care convention that is being held at Jimmy's house, but they have been at it for like 2 days now. Listen at them. They're just hacking away. Truly and honestly, I don't know how they have that much left to like cut on. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to come on here and catch up with you guys and do some makeup today, get ready together. I have some tea here that I'm sipping on, just trying to relax and recover from the festivities of this past weekend. It is currently Wednesday, and yes, I am still recovering. So one of the main reasons that I've been away for so long is that my cousin, who is like my little brother, got married this past weekend, and it was a wonderful time. We had a fantastic time. It was a beautiful wedding, got to see all of our family and stuff, and it was just an all-around good time. I was a groomsman. I stood on his side. Rev those engines. Which for my wedding, he was a bride's boy, as I called him, and he stood on my side. So it was really, really nice, and I felt really, really honored to be able to stand up there for him. So there's a lot of like preparation going into the wedding, and then after it, I just had to like take a break for a little bit. I was exhausted. I mean, it wasn't my wedding, but I was worn out. So yeah, I have been gone for a few days, but I did want to let you guys know, like, it wasn't because of anything bad. Tater is doing okay. He has had a few more seizures. He was actually staying with my parents, and it was the end of the month, and you know, I guess we need to kind of just expect it now at the end of the month that he's gonna have a cluster of seizures, or a seizure at least. So he was with them, and he did have a cluster of seizures very close together. It was kind of scary because it was like boom, 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 like 3 seizures, 1 pre-seizure, so like kind of 4 episodes very, very close together within like minutes, which is quite unusual for him. So that was a little bit scary, but he is doing better now. For the wedding, he actually went and stayed with his other grandparents down in Somerset. That's where my husband is from. So he went and stayed with them, and he got to hang out with the new puppy that they have. His name is Draco. He's a German Shepherd puppy, so he's like bigger than Tater but much younger. So Tater was having the absolute time of his life, like so excited. There were so many other dogs around. He's very social and he wants to play all the time, so he was really, really enjoying it. Rin did not. Rin, no, Rin just wants to be left alone, and there were 5 dogs in the house all at one time, and Rin was just not having it. Rin is a very good boy, and Jeremy's parents took fantastic care of them, so they had a fantastic time while we were gone. Oh my gosh, all my makeup is still in this really gross bag. Tater did get a tick on him though, and because I am paranoid, and I know like dogs get ticks and stuff, but he's never had a tick before. He also can't take like flea and tick, heartworm prevention, that kind of stuff with his seizures. They just don't recommend it. So I am gonna call the vet. I'm gonna make sure I get him tested and everything. I don't want him to get like Lyme disease or it to give him whatever, so we're gonna get his blood tested. I just want to make sure everything's okay with little Tato. So anywho, that's where I've been. I just want to let you guys know that nothing like bad was going on or anything. I was just taking time to do wedding stuff and hang out with family and also recover, because I'm old apparently now, and like dancing and screaming my lungs out in 80-degree temperatures all night long, like sweating to death, apparently takes a lot out of me. I truly don't have like a ton to update you guys on, but I figured I would just give you the little bit of updates that I do have. I did also ask you guys on my community tab on Facebook. Why do I always say Facebook? YouTube. I guess I just am old, you know? The community tab on YouTube, if you guys had any questions or anything, and I have a couple of those, not a ton or anything. I'll just start like sprinkling those in. I'll run out of things to say. One thing that I want to talk to you guys about, it's frustrating. It's frustrating. So as you guys know, we have been on a house hunt for a long time. We just want a little bit more space. We would love to have a basement because the weather in Kentucky is crazy, and we would love to have like a shelter to go to just in case. So like there's just some things that we would love to have, even though we love this home. Like we're looking for something with just like the tiniest bit more space and a couple of different features. So we've been on the hunt. So as I've told you guys in the last video, we were tracked down by a realtor who wanted us to buy a house of his friends, you know, a great Victorian on a road that we've looked at several other houses, put an offer on one. So they tracked this down, asked us to come see the house and basically like for us to buy it. And then finally we saw it. They were going to give us an official number, kind of strung us along for a few days, and then said like, hey, actually, we're not selling our house. But just a couple of days ago, at the beginning of August, I think it was like August 2nd, I get a little texty text from the realtor, and he's like, hey, you won't believe this. So he sends me this text, and I'm just gonna go ahead and read the conversation to you guys. So this is the text I get Monday, July. Okay, it was at the end of July. Monday, July 31st. Hey, long story short, my clients have decided to sell again. Yes, my phone is plugged in because it just died as I was gonna read these to you guys. They wanted me to let y'all have an option to buy the house first before they put it on the market. So I get that text, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And then I look at Jeremy, and I'm like, guess who just texted me? So the reason why we weren't like, woohoo, like super excited because like, wow, we really like the house, we have another opportunity to buy it, is because about 2 weeks prior, there was another opportunity presented to us. And it's something, unfortunately, I can't talk about it with you guys right now, but I promise as soon as I can, I will. To me, it's very exciting, and it's an opportunity that we've been kind of hoping for. It's something non-house related, but it would require money, funds. So it's something we definitely couldn't do and also purchase a house at the same time. We want to like try to invest in this opportunity, something for our future. So we were both like, we don't know what to do. We can't do both at the same time, because both of them would require a lot of work, money, effort, and like just our time. And there's just no possible way we could afford even to do both of them. Jeremy's a lot more optimistic than I am. I hate to say delusional side, but he was like, oh, we could do both. I'm like, but we actually can't though. We literally cannot take this opportunity that has been presented to us and also purchase a new home that needs a lot of work put into it, and also it's a lot of money. Because remember, we said low fives. Well, they finally gave us like an actual number. So conversation continues. I said, hey there, oh wow, okay, we would love to know if they have an asking price in mind and be able to discuss it, because we're thinking, okay, so we have this other thing over here that we really would like to do. We don't know if it's going to be a 100% for sure thing just yet, so we want to like be able to at least discuss the possibility of this house. He says, plot twist, right? They're asking $500,000. So when they said low fives, they meant it. That's about as low as a five you can get before you get to the high fours. I guess I need to actually do my makeup. I always forget that part. Now, even though that is the lowest of the fives you can go, it is still about $70,000 to $80,000 more than it probably should be, according to market value and inflation, what they paid for it, how much they put into it, how much work needs to be put into the house. Like, it's still a lot more than it should be. So obviously we couldn't do it at $500K, even if that other little opportunity over here wasn't a possibility. So I didn't immediately respond to his $500,000 number. So a couple hours after that, he said, let me know if y'all have any questions. I think at that point, like, we were both kind of frustrated, because at this point we had been presented with the house and it had been taken away from us, and then they presented it again, but it was like way too high, and like we couldn't really do it because we might be getting this other thing, which who knows if we're even gonna get the other thing, but I hope we really do. So I didn't immediately respond to him. It's not like he responded to me every single time I texted him, like just like that. Like, this is a big deal. Like, it's gonna take a while to discuss and stuff. The next morning he said, morning, I just wanted to check in and see how the conversation was going and what y'all are thinking. So I said, hello, sorry for the delayed response. We're still discussing things. We've been recently presented with an opportunity that's not a home, but it's something that we have to consider. We love the home. We think it's stunning. We did. It's so pretty. I really do love it. Is anybody else's Netflix just da-doom every now and then, or is that just us? The TV is supposed to be off, like the screen's black, but every now and then just da-doom, kind of unnerving. Anyway, but yeah, there's some things that need to be addressed, like the floor, that's a really big project, and the moisture in the basement, because there was some moisture, along with other elements. So if they're open to price negotiation, that's something we could discuss. Because we didn't want to like just fully dismiss the possibility of this house, because we do really like it. We love the house. It's just, you know, again, we have this thing hanging over here, and also they're just asking a little bit too much for it. So he responds and he says, I just talked all this over with them. They're willing to lower the price to $488 in lieu of doing those repairs. The flooring would come in under $12K, and he has been told by a contractor that the basement issue should be resolved with Drylock, which is not very expensive. And he said they most likely can't go lower than that before hitting the market, so let me know what y'all think. I do feel bad. I didn't respond immediately. I did not respond immediately, but he popped in again. He said, hey, just checking in. I'm not trying to rush y'all, but we are just trying to coordinate next steps going on the market if this isn't going to work for y'all. And when I'm saying y'all, I'm reading it verbatim. So he is saying y'all, and this is Kentucky, so that's perfectly fine. They really want y'all to have it, so just let me know. And then I sent a long one. I sent a very long one. I will say, like, it's only been like 2 days since they contacted us at this point, and it did feel a little bit rushed, even though like it took them forever for us to actually get into the house and see it, and a long time for us to get any details or information back, or if like a final number. And then, like, you know, they said like, actually you can't buy our house, and then a few weeks later they're like, yes, we want you to buy our house. So it felt a little like you gotta give us just a minute. Like, you gotta give us just a minute. We're not gonna make a decision right now if we're gonna spend $488,000, or, you know, if we're gonna come back with other offer. I mean, I definitely would want to see it again a couple of times. I would want like an inspection. We would need more, like, there's a lot of stuff that we would need to do before it could just be like, yeah, we're interested and we would like to buy it. 2 days is a very short time for us to really make any type of decision, but we did. We did in those 2 days. So I said hi there. Sorry for another delayed response. There's been a lot of discussion, and as much as we love the house, we unfortunately don't think we can move forward with it. We have an opportunity that we'd really like to take advantage of, and because we don't necessarily have to move, we're probably going to invest our time and money into that opportunity at this time. Thank you so much for presenting us with this offer. We so very much appreciate that you and the homeowners thought of us for this house, and it makes us very sad we have to pass on it. And then I said, which is totally true, if this was about 2 weeks ago, I'm sure we would have jumped at the chance to purchase the house. We wish you guys the best with the sale of the house. It's amazing, and someone will be very lucky to have it. Have a great night. And that's what I said, and then I heard nothing back from him, and that was like, I don't know, just a week ago. 1 week ago is when I said that. I don't know, I've just been so worn down, like, with house stuff recently. Maybe like, oh no. What do you guys think? Do you think like them coming back to us was serendipitous and like we should have gotten the house because we really liked it? Or is like them coming back 2 weeks after we were presented with another potential opportunity that we're really excited about? Is it serendipitous that we didn't get the house in the first place because we need to focus our efforts on that? I don't know. All I know is I'm tired. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. I'm sorry that I've been talking about houses for so long. You know, it's a big part of our life right now. I don't know. I am really excited about this potential other opportunity. I'm so sorry I can't really go into details about it just yet, but as soon as I'm able to, I'll let you guys know. It might not be the most exciting thing in the world, but to me it's really exciting. So I am, you know, looking forward to sharing that with you guys, and I really hope that goes well. I've given myself a lot more gray hair than I currently have. I'm gonna check out a couple of y'all's questions now and see what you guys have asked me. Oh, okay, so this one is about advent calendars, which advent calendar season is coming up, and I am very excited for it. I'm also I'm a little bit nervous. I'll get to that in just a second, but this one says, have you ordered the P. Louise advent calendar? I did. Ouch. Seriously, I need to know. Which, yes, ouch. Ouch indeed. I did not anticipate it being that expensive. I don't remember it being that expensive last year. I truly don't. I think I probably black it out though, like while I'm advent calendar shopping, like it's more of like an adrenaline fueled thing instead of like a logic based thing that's happening. So I do not remember it being that expensive, but it is incredibly expensive, and the shipping is $60. I think it came up to like over $300. It was like a lot of three. And honestly, the price was so overwhelming to me that like I couldn't just do it all in one go. So I did like the little payment plan thing. It broke it up into like 4 payments of $84, which I guess I could see how much that is. 4 times 84, $336. $336. It looks beautiful. It really does. It looks super cool. I'm very excited to get it, but my goodness, it's pricey. Very, very pricey. But that is kind of one reason that I am a little bit nervous about advent calendar season this year. So I've talked about this before. Like, I've not been getting the same views I used to get on YouTube, and that's totally fine. That's how YouTube goes. There are ups and downs. Some people will start off with really big channels, and then like they just kind of dwindle down, and that's okay. That's just kind of how it goes, and I expected that from day one on YouTube. I was like, I know this is not a forever thing when my channel started doing well, so I've always like been prepared for that. But one thing I'm a little bit nervous about is advent calendars are very, very pricey, and I want to make sure I get really good ones for you guys, and I get a bunch for you guys, because I want to do at least 25, so like the 25 advent calendars of Christmas. So getting 25 advent calendars is just, it's very pricey, and I'm just a little bit nervous about it. Just click and check out, I think, is really what I'm nervous about. Just being like, oh, okay, this is fine. You know, $336, this is fine. So I'm a little bit nervous about it, but I don't want that to keep me from getting the best advent calendars I can. I want to do some luxury ones, some like more inexpensive ones, everything in between. I just want to get ones that are going to be interesting to you guys and you're going to really like. So even though I am a little bit nervous, I am very excited for advent calendar season. It is one of my absolute favorite times on this channel. So I do have that one pre-ordered. I don't think I have any others currently pre-ordered. I always start getting nervous, even though it's just August right now. I start getting nervous around like August and September. I'm like, I'm not gonna have enough advent calendars. And then I end up with way too many. I just gotta remember, like, they'll be coming out. It's fine. It's just August. It's fine. I do have one for Halloween that is coming up. I'm excited about that one. It's a marshmallow advent calendar, so I think that could be pretty tasty. Let me know down below if you guys know of any other advent calendars that are coming out on pre-order, or just any that you've heard of that you want to see really bad. Of course, you know, the beloved Sephora advent calendar. Hopefully they're still coming out with one of those bad boys this season. I wouldn't miss out on it for the world. I forgot to do my eyebrows. Do you guys remember that one disgusting chocolate advent calendar that I did? The one that was so expensive, so fancy, very pretty, but just gross. They have another one for this year. It's on pre-sale, and I've been like nervous to buy it. I don't know if that's one that you guys would be interested in seeing again. It was kind of fun, even though it was super gross. I got to try a whole bunch of new flavors, you know, that I typically wouldn't try in chocolate, like olives. I've almost bought that one at least twice now, but every time I'm like, oh, I don't know if you guys want to see this one again or not. So let me know down below if you would like to see the gross chocolate advent calendar again. Maybe it'll be better this year. Maybe it won't. All right, let's go back and take a look at some more questions here. There's a lot of different questions about just like business on here. Any advice for someone starting their own business? How did you make the jump to start a business? What made you start your business? So a lot of business related questions. I don't know if that's, I mean, that's so different than what I'm used to doing here on YouTube. I don't know if that would be something you guys would be interested in seeing, like a whole video on that. It would have to be something to like starting a business with absolutely no knowledge of what you're doing kind of video, because that's how I started my business, with 0% knowledge. And I would love to say it's something that I've really gained like a lot of knowledge on over the years. It kind of isn't. I would love to know more about just how to business and how to do good business. I've even considered potentially like taking business courses. I don't know when I would really honestly have time to do that, unfortunately. I've been a little bit spread thin recently between YouTube videos and opening up the second store and like Tater's health. I do feel like I've been struggling a bit. You know, I'm okay. I'm just having a little bit of a hard time maybe doing YouTube and having two businesses, and you know, just being married not too long ago. An animal, I know it's not like a child or anything, but an animal that does need a lot of attention, can't really leave him alone. Like there's a lot of things I feel like are kind of tugging on me right now, so I have been struggling just a little bit. I feel so bad, like I feel like I need to be doing a business more, and right now I'm having a hard time really like delegating between all the things that I need to do. So that's been really weighing on me and really kind of stressing me out. So I just need to I need to figure it out. I just need to figure it out. Maybe more scheduling, more organization, because somebody asked me about organization in here, like, how do you organize all your things? I don't. I really don't. It's bad. It's very bad. I think some organization is something that would really greatly help me out in my life, and something I should definitely look into. Just everything, you know, it'd be lovely if I could organize like my emails and just literally anything in my life. If it was more organized, I'm sure it would help me out tremendously. Just some quick questions here. Did you have any pets before Tater or Rin, or are they your first pets? I did have a couple of pets. I've never had dogs before, and I didn't think I was a dog person, but Rin, when he came along, like totally changed my world. I love him so much, it's ridiculous. And Tater came along after Rin, and I love him so much, it's ridiculous. So I became a dog person very quickly. But I did have two cats when I was younger. One I don't really remember. Her name was Ronnie. I did have a cat named Magnolia Bell. Had her for 13 years, and she was big and fluffy and very pretty. So Magnolia was really like my first pet. Not my eyes welling up talking about Magnolia Bell. She passed away like 10 years ago, and still miss her. Oh no! But that's it. My dad was convinced that I was allergic to cats and dogs, and I did allergy testing, and turns out I'm allergic to almost everything besides cats and dogs. So then we got Magnolia. Oh, thank you, Shelly. This isn't a question, but she just said that I'm a huge fan. Love you. Oh, love you too, Shelly. Oh, here's a question. They asked about Tater, which we kind of talked about that already, but they did ask if we're ever going to sell our candles online, and I don't know. I'm nervous. So we make candles. They're 100% natural soy candles, and the wax is like very soft wax. So if they were to like get hot during shipping, if they're shipping to like a very warm state, if we're shipping during summertime, they might melt. I'm really nervous about that, and that's the reason we haven't yet. Is, well, one, we're just really bad on doing online stuff. Eventually we want to sell everything online, but candles I'm just a little bit nervous about. I bought brand new mascara and I can't find it anywhere. This is very old. Maybe I shouldn't use this. I just bought a brand new tube. I can't, did I even take it out of the packaging? I've been trying my best to use other mascaras that aren't the Monster Big, but this is my favorite mascara of all time. It's just so good. Like nothing else to me compares to it. I've been trying other stuff that I've been getting in boxes and things, and it's so good. It's just my favorite. What's your favorite dinosaur? Oh, that's something I haven't really thought about. Maybe like a long neck, like a brontosaurus. It just seems so sweet. It seems so kind. Yeah. Oh, that one horrible scene. Oh, from that movie? Yeah, that got me. Oh man, I got mascara all over my eyelid. Dang it. Oh, I just saw this question pop up. It says, in an old video you mentioned a haunted house. Maybe your parents' house? Do they still live there? Yes, they do. And that is the haunted house I talked about once upon a time. And you know, I'm really not sure if they've really talked about anything like happening in a long time. Like maybe even since I left. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it was like hanging around with me or something. I'll have to ask them, because like even my dad experienced things and he's definitely not like super into the paranormal. Don't really know if he fully believes in it, but he was like, oh, something happened that I can't really explain a couple of times. I mean, I've been gone for like a couple of years now and I don't know if anything's happened, but the thing is, most of the stuff happened to me like upstairs, and nobody lives upstairs currently. So like that's only for when people come to like spend the night or things, like family comes in to visit, they'll stay upstairs then, if they dare. Some people don't want to stay up there. But most of the things that I experienced were upstairs, so maybe that's why I haven't really experienced much, is because they don't really go up there. That's an interesting question. I'll definitely have to ask them, because I definitely experienced several things, and I know like most of my family did, so I'll have to ask them. Alright you guys, so here is my makeup all finished for the day. Thank you guys so much for getting ready with me. I know this was kind of like not too eventful. Very sorry about that, but anytime like I take a little bit of a break from filming, I do like to just catch up with you guys, let you know what's been going on, give you, you know, some updates on anything that was maybe remotely interesting. Yeah, so hopefully you guys just, you know, had your tea with me, sat around, hung out, put your makeup on, whatever you like to do. And yeah, I guess I'll see you in my next video. Thank you guys very much for watching. Please go ahead and consider subscribing if you wouldn't mind. It means the absolute world to me. And I just hope you guys have a lovely, wonderful, fantastic day, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!